the YouTube stream is live, it's much better quality 4K. What are you thinking about Vert's captaincy? Do you know what? If you really want to have like massively differential, go crazy with it, I don't particularly mind him, mate. It's just that like it still feels like he's a little bit off it, but he's definitely much better. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think Verts is definitely getting better? I think he is as well. Bruno G captain. Yeah, if it was at home, yeah. If it was at home, yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. It doesn't feel great. Orange Apple's in the chat. How you doing, bro? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Do I play Rodgers? Yes, I would play Rodgers. Hope all is well. All is great, Orange Apple. How are you this morning? Yusuf Mahmood, yo, bro. How's it going? Miley or Enzo? Definitely Miley. Oh, Nico sent me a heart me. Thank you very much, Nico. Good morning, Nico. How you doing, bro? Yes, lads. Connor in as well. Yes, Mill lad. Appreciate that, Nico. Same forwards as me. I think this is the best forward line, to be honest. Groupie could come into the conversation, but Bournemouth have been looking at strikers. All good, broski. Nice to hear, Orange Apple. Nice. Can I captain Wirtz? Of course you can, but, you know, have that in mind that it's going to be a massive differential. Yusuf Mahmood says, I'm done for. I've got Gahey, had Semenyo, and that's 4 bloody City players. I'll take Gahey out and keep Semenyo for the Wolves, then take him out. Wow. A lot of people have, like, some crazy amount of City players. I mean, if you had triple City, Semenyo and Gahey, you now have 5 City players. It's just illegal. It's illegal. Absolutely illegal. Ollie Watkins, captain. I mean, you could do so, but my thoughts on Ollie Watkins is it feels a bit like, when is this good form going to come? It's mainly with Aston Villa. When's this good form going to come to an end? Is there going to be a point where the fixtures sort of aren't in his favour as much? But they've been doing amazing. You could go for it. Is Palmer playing? I find it hard with Palmer this week with what Rosenior's said. So I would play him if you had him. If you're looking to buy him, I would possibly hold off. But it's one of them ones, man. Nico says FPL King Abia is in the chat. What? Thank you, Tristan, for the gift, man. If you do have any questions, drop them in the chat, guys. Where are we at? I sold Gahey for Gabriel and took Bowen out for Mane too. I've got Gabriel this week as well, Connor. I got Gabriel this week. Tristan says Bruno G captain. I think I understand the want to go for Bruno G as captain because of the fixture's really great, but it's away from home. I don't know. I don't like it as much as Haaland, Soboslai, any Liverpool, attacker really. But completely like up to you if you think that Newcastle could do incredibly well away from home. It is Wolves, so I don't see why they couldn't, Mozart got Semenyo, Foden, Haaland, and Gahey. Should I play all 4 for Wolves, then remove one? I'll just keep a hold of them now and just see how it goes. As long as your team's good enough where you can kind of, keep going with like your bench and stuff. You don't have any problems with your starting 11 for this week and next. I think you'd be sound. Is Foden going to start, says Matty? I reckon so. I think he'd be more central though, Matty. Is Palmer a no? He's a maybe. I mean, it's difficult with Palmer where you've had quotes from Rosenior that don't sound amazing. He's just about trained. I don't know. I don't think I'll be making the move this week. I think I'll be making it in game week 24. I think Braden was in the chat just saying, hello, Braden, how you doing, mate? Jack says, I'm 50k in the world, basically Moog's co-host. Yeah, if you want any questions from a bit of a higher ranked player, Jack's in the chat today. Where are we at here? Should I put Enzo instead of Fernandez, says Football Edits. Bruno Fernandez, I would keep Bruno Fernandez. Enzo would be like an addition in my eyes. I'm starting him maybe this week, though. Newcastle at home. You starting Mane this week? Oh, yeah. Italy, because you've sent a few messages there. Sorry, I've missed them, bro. Thiago, start over Wilson, Wirtz, Rodgers, Bruno G, Foden. For me, probably Wilson if you had to pick, bro. But that is so hard. That is so hard. You would definitely start Thiago. Thiago feels so good at the moment. Should I sell for Semenyo and to who? I'd keep a hold of him for now. I think he starts this week anyway. Would you captain Ekitike or Haaland? For me, it'd be Haaland, but Ekitike is an okay option. Same with any Liverpool attacker, really, like Soboslai or Ekitike or Wirtz, possibly. Gakpo, if you have him. I know a lot of people don't have Gakpo, though. Is that Cherky or Thiago? Thiago. James says Ekitike triple captain. No, not with doubles and blanks coming up in the next few weeks, bro. This feels like a waste at the moment. If you are on TikTok, make sure you are double tapping the screen, guys. Let's see if we can get 10k likes. Should I do Joachim Anderson to Gabriel or Dorgu to Saliba / Timber? I feel like getting Gabriel in is probably a higher priority than Timber or Saliba, dude. Like, I've sold Saliba this week and got Gabriel in because he is just that much better. Charlie lad, where's he at? Here you are. Yes, Smokes, how are you, pal? Thoughts on FPL Harry? FPL Harry's a good lad, I think. I've not really spoke to him much. I spoke to a few other people a bit more than him, but yeah, he seems sound. Seems like a sound lad. Obviously, really good at FPL as well. Should I sell Semenyo and to who? I would keep Semenyo. Guys, if you have Semenyo, are you selling or are you keeping? Personally, I would keep if I had him. Morning, mate, says Dan George. Really stuck on whether to play Foden or Calvert-Lewin. Already got Bruno, Rodgers, Rice, Saka. Ooh. I would look to play both Foden and Calvert-Lewin. That's the hard thing with that one. Maybe Calvert-Lewin would drop down, but dude, it feels so bad to be dropping both of them on the bench. Braden says his team is Raya, Conte, Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, Cherky, Bruno G, Wirtz, Haaland, DCL, Watkins. Thoughts on team? Who the captain? For me, it'd be Haaland captain, bro. And my thoughts on your team? It's a really strong team, to be fair. Wirtz is quite nice as well. I know a lot of people have him at the moment, looking to transition anyway. Do you think Palmer will start? See, that's the thing I don't fully know. I feel like Enzo could play in that more advanced role and Palmer could be on the bench, but it's tough. It's really tough. Because Palmer could easily start and then you would have Caicedo, Enzo a bit deeper, but we'll see. We'll see. Connor's team this week, he says Raya, Gabriel, Cash, Anderson, Wirtz, Foden, Rodgers, Rice, Ekitike, Haaland, Mane with a bench of Darlow, Wilson, Hall, Goodmanton, might bench Mane for Wilson, Captain Haaland or Foden. Surely you would bench someone to get Wilson on and Lewis Hall, right? I feel like that's like Mane for Wilson seems decent. Might bench one, yeah. Waiting on some new feet. Yeah, I get you, Connor. To be fair, I get you. Are you going to Sunderland Palace? I'm going to ticket or anything, mate. To be fair, probably just watching it in the house. A bit boring. Soberside is such a bad shout though. On pens, I get it, but he doesn't have returns. Just because he doesn't have returns in the last few weeks doesn't mean he can't in this week when he probably has one of the best fixtures you'll have all season. You know, so we'll take a punt on the probably the best fixture of the season. We'll see how he goes, but he has been disappointing, bro. Absolutely. Start Palmer or Cherky. Both are kind of minutes risks, aren't they? Maybe I would lean towards Cherky. Maybe. No Liverpool striker? Yeah. There's only one Liverpool striker, and it's Ekatike. I sold him a few weeks ago to buy Thiago. Was it to buy Thiago? No, I just held on to Thiago. But yeah, safe to say Thiago's been much, 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 much better. You didn't bring in Guimaraes? Absolutely not, no. Orange Apple says start Cunha or Lewis Miley. Ooh. That's actually hard. Maybe Lewis Miley, you know. Maybe Lewis Miley. Cunha's not on pens anymore. He's going to be out wide. To be fair, if Wolves score it at home, I'd play Cunha. I'll just go for it. Why didn't you didn't you sell like a ticket to afford Foden? Yes, actually I did because I bought DCL, who's been quite good as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Braden. Thanks for the assist there, bro. Bruno G or Wilson. Probably Bruno G with it being Wolves, but Newcastle are shit away from home, so just be cautious. Team this week for Orange Apple, he says Raya, Gabriel, Alderete, Virgil, Soboslai, Rogers, Cunha, Foden, Ekatike, Haaland, captain. Alderete as well. Nice. Yeah, Callum probably would be Bruno just with the fixture. Even though Newcastle are bad from home, they have been a bit better. Not that much better, but like, you know, still. Lots of goals in the last few games. Aiden Hussein says, I've got Kelleher, Frimpong, Hall, Gabriel Rogers, Bruno G, Verts, captain. Ooh, Rice, Thiago, Haaland, Katike, bench. For me, it'd be Haaland, captain. The bench of Enzo feels interesting. I'll be playing Enzo, but where he fits into your team is interesting. Because, you know, there's not a lot of space there. I'll just look at captain, perhaps. Sarah says, I've got Paqueta on my team. Do I transfer him out? I don't believe... Is he expected to start? I think he's expected to play, no? No, he's not, actually. Apparently, he's not expected to play, so I'd probably maybe move on. I'd probably move on. He's only a cheap asset, to be fair, so you could just bench him and sell him next week. Depends how your team's looking. DCL or Wilson, says Max Reese. Probably DCL. Is Palmer expected to play? I don't think so. Who do I get instead? If you've got money for Tavernier, Tavernier is a fantastic option. If you want my FPL tip of the week, guys, get yourself Tavernier. That it feels like in the next 10 weeks he will be one of the best cheaper FPL players to have in the game. I think I'll start Cunha, says Orange Apple, just because of his attacking output, and Lewis Miley is relatively limited. Yeah, if he plays like centre back, right back, it'll be tough. Yeah, I think Cunha's probably the better option. I had him on my team before. It didn't do too much for me, so I really like him, to be honest. I've just bought him in last night. Palmer question mark? I'd wait on Palmer. Lefebvre Verts? Ooh, it would be Verts for me, just because of the fixture. Braden says, do you think Garnacho will play? Coming off the bench, scoring 2 against Arsenal, surely pushes. I don't... It's so hard with Chelsea wingers. Like, you would love to pick them in theory with the fixtures coming up, but, like, who starts every game? No one. We don't know. You've got Pedro Neto, who's probably had the most minutes just off like watching Chelsea, but like I don't know, it doesn't feel great like picking Chelsea wingers. Orange says that Wolves could be an upset for Newcastle. I bloody hope so, mate. I hope they get beat. Can I start 4 Man City players? Yeah, if you want. If you want to. Selling Haaland. I mean, if you want to, go for it, but it doesn't. It doesn't feel like the best move. Fanta Grail app sent a rose. Thank you very much. Harry Wilson is my Tavernier. To be fair, Harry Wilson, well, to be honest, he's getting up there on price, Harry Wilson, now, isn't he? How much is Harry Wilson, Connor? How much is he? Oh, I've just lost that. Hi from Italian app of fantasy football. Oh, thank you very much. Hello to you. Good morning. I honestly believe Man United will get a point this week. Yeah, they easily could. Easily could, but I don't know. City just feels so much stronger than them. Is it going to be Carrick or Fletcher for this week? It's going to be Carrick, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see. I think that'll be a really fun game. Who else has 5 Man City players? It's insane that. Thoughts on Semenyo, Sarah? He's a keep for me. He's a keep. It's a one where you're gonna want to wait and see, innit? So like, yeah, hold on for now. I would say if you can afford to. Right. Let's see. Should I bench boost? I've got Enzo, Michele, Dubravka, and Tarkovsky on the bench. I would hold off on a bench boost. I feel like blanks, doubles, all of them coming round. You probably keep a hold. Why do you captain and start Haaland? United will win. Wonder who you support. Start Nunez, Tarkovsky, or Lewis Potter. That one's a bit more of a tricky one. Probably, probably Tarkovsky and just see how. But then Thiago could easily score a few. I'd probably go second. I'd probably go second option there, bro. Right, George has put his team in chat. He's got Raya, Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, Anderson, Minte, Sobosai, Enzo, Foden, Haaland, Captain, Ekatike, and Jimenez. Yeah, Orange Apple said it's Carrick this week. I thought so because he gave the press conference, didn't he? He gave that press conference. Javi Simmons is differential. I don't like Spurs. Spurs are shit. I'll be honest, they're terrible. Yeah. Why no Semenyo? Don't want him. Not yet. Cherky good or bad? I would say okay. I'd say okay. Triple captain Rogers, thoughts? Waste of a triple captain in my eyes with doubles and blanks coming. I think you'll get much more points saving it than using it this week. But if you really want to use it, go ahead. It's completely up to you, bro. But I think you'll get more points saving it, dude. Watkins okay or not? Yeah, he's alright. Feels like a bit too expensive for Watkins because like Calvert-Lewin's doing better than him and he's much cheaper. Do you know what I mean? But you could have then Thiago's another great option, a bit cheaper. I don't know. Feels a bit expensive, but he's still decent, you know. Sell Gravenberch and Cunha to Vertonghen, Wilson or Tavernier. Please answer. I'll go Tavernier, but I like that move of Gravenberch and Cunha to Vertonghen and Tavernier. 3 Sunderland, 3 Palace 1. I would take that. Victor says Haaland probably to blank or just a goal. I'd take him if he scores, yeah. I'll take it if he scores. I don't know how to fit in Enzo and Mukele when I have Gabriel, Frimpong, Hall, and Rogers and Wirtz, Bruno G. Right. To be fair, if you can't fit him in, don't force it, and you don't want to start him. I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't force it, dude. Guys, I need help. I have Alderete or Lacroix in squad because I have both. I would play Alderete this week with Gahey gone. No Bruno G? Absolutely not, no. I just think Bruno G is getting to a point where he's getting overhyped by people. 31 points in the last 3 weeks. Amazing if you had them, but I think if you haven't had them in that time, the boat's left, you know. Well done for everyone seeing that before it happened type thing, you know. But I think it'll slow down now after this week. This week will be really good for him if you have him. Absolutely. Why does everyone have Dubravka, bro? Cheap. Cheapest starting keeper in the league. Everyone normally does that for second keeper and has a set and forget. But a lot of the meta has shifted to sort of a Brugge and Kelleher partnership. DCL captain okay? Probably not that great this week, bro. Mogs, what about Tavernier so amazing? Not guaranteed on pens around Evan Nielsen. He is guaranteed on pens around Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen has been in the situation for, I believe, 2 seasons now where pens should have been his and they haven't been because he's been terrible. A team without Semenyo and Cliver takes a lot of attack and quality away. Yes, but they create many, many chances anyway without Semenyo involved in the attack. If you see Bournemouth in the last few weeks have been scoring goals but losing games. For me, Cliver hasn't been there for a long, long time. I'm really on board with the Tavernier train at 5.5. Nico says sell Gravenberch and Cunha to Wirtz or Tavernier and Wilson. I would go Wirtz and Tavernier if you really want them both. Nico, there's your answer, bro. Should I captain Haaland or Ekitike? Haaland if you want to play it safe and have probably the best captain this week. But if you want a bit of a risky pick, differential, go for Ekitike. Will this start or Voltemada? I think it'll be Voltemada. Is Ekitike starting? I believe he will, yes. Be either him or Gakpo up front, but it's probably going to be Ekitike and Gakpo off the left. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. Tom says, can you see Arsenal keeping a clean sheet? Absolutely. Tavernier out, Aronson in. Tavernier in, Aronson maybe also in. But with Buonanotte joining Leeds, Aronson's minutes might go down, but Aronson is loved quite a lot by Daniel Farke, and he's been doing quite well recently. Can you see Spurs winning? Yeah, but I really see a draw in that game, to be honest, like a 1-1. Both of them are absolutely crap. West Ham are crap. Spurs are crap. What do you think about Bruno G, captain? If it wasn't away from home, I'd be on board, but I don't know. It doesn't feel... Newcastle away from home, it never feels amazing, but at the end of the day, it's Wolves, so it should be good. Will Gahey play against Sunderland? No, I don't think so. I think it's been confirmed that he's not going to play. Okay, now I have a plan. Sell Semenyo soon when he does bad. Yeah, just keep a hold of Semenyo and see how it goes. So who are people captaining this week? If everyone drops right now in their chat who they're captaining, let's see. Imagine Haaland's going to come up a lot here. Ekitike says Benjamin. Sesko. Wow, Sesko captain. Bloody hell. João Pedro. Guimaraes. Captain Frimpong says James. Bruno G. Harry Wilson's captained. Foden. Nice. I like the Foden shout. Wilson captained. A lot of people still got Wilson. His fixtures are turned, aren't they? Captain Foden says Connor. Ekitike says Tom. Ekitike says Elliot. Triple captain Romero. Captain and Foden. Mogs, you're interrupting our sting operation here. What on earth? Alex says 8.2. Who's the best midfielder? 8.2. I don't know. Who would I say to that? Because it's just out the range of like the big ones, isn't it? Enzo, Gakpo, Tavernier. Is Verts that much? Vert is 8.2. Do you think Krupa Jr. will start? Yes, but my caution with Krupa Jr. is Bournemouth could do business still, which possibly could bench him a bit more than people want. I think if you're looking for a cheap forwards, Calvert-Lewin's the one. Calvert-Lewin's the one. 8.2, Rice. Yeah, you could go Rice, but I do think getting Rice maybe blocks double Arsenal defence and Saka. I feel like Saka's better than Rice, especially coming up for the double because of the pens. But if you like Rice better, go for Rice. He's cheaper. I'm not saying Rice is terrible, but I'm not as keen as him as an asset. Best 5.5 million defender. I would say Chalobah, but they're doing business for a defender, which could harm his minutes. Ooh, I'd still probably say Chalobah. It's tough that though with them signing a new centre back. Moog sell Saka for Rice and sell Guehi for Gabriel. I would keep Saka. I think Saka's gonna turn really good with the doubles and blanks. I'd look for another way to get Gabriel in. Rodgers, yeah, Rodgers could be good under 8.2. Like Bruno G, Rodgers, Rice, you could get them. I just think the players I mentioned before have a bit better. Sweet man, thanks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate that, Roy. You too, man. Your bird drinks apple sours. Orange, you can't say that, Connor, man. Thoughts on Rodgers? Yeah, Rodgers is alright, yeah. I had Saka for a while, and I don't think I can justify the price point. Yeah, I think a few weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, if you asked me what I thought about Saka, I said many times I don't like him. I really don't. The price just felt way too much, but coming into now the possibility of double and blanks, the fact he's on pen share, I do quite like it. It's coming to a point now with the FPL meta where we have the forward line of pretty much Haaland, Thiago, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it's really, really good. We can kind of have, double Arsenal defence, triple if you like me. I think the meta comes into a lot of midfield money at the moment. For me, my current setup will slowly turn from Soboslai into Bruno Fernandes or someone like that. Can you do a Bill person on there? What? I don't understand what you mean. Sorry. Would you start Anderson versus Leeds away over any of Chow, Van Heck versus Bournemouth? It would probably be Malik Chow. Cunha out for Rice or Enzo. Enzo. That's if you have a plan for a different Arsenal player coming into the double. But if you want a double player, hopefully a double player, go for Rice. I have Thiago, Sharda, and Cherky. I can only start 2. Ooh, probably Thiago and Cherky. That's difficult though. Can you put Martinez on, please? No, sorry. I don't think he's better than David Raya for my FPL team. Apologies. Can you put Aston Villa players? Sorry, no. Not bad, but Hull FC fan page says, would you start O'Reilly or Thiago? Thiago. Timber or Van Dijk? This week, Van Dijk. But Timber's a really great asset longer term. Ben's put his team in the chat. Thank you, Ben. Let's have a look. Pickford, Botman, Romero, triple captain. What on earth is going on there, Ben? What is going on there? How can you have Romero triple captain? Ukele, Robinson, Rodri, Tielemans, Saka, Miley, Palmer, Haaland. It's a really interesting team, but Romero triple captain is wild. Watkins or Thiago. Mugs, stare down the lens and wink. No. I'm not doing that. Bruno G or Semenyo. This week, Bruno G. Maybe longer term Semenyo. We'll see how his minutes go. Will Gahey play today? No. I mean, I'll see if I can find the quote for you from Glasner. What football team you support? Sunderland. Where the hell is Palace? Yeah, so Oliver Glasner told reporters that Mark Gahey's moves was in the final stages and he will not be a part of the squad. So basically, he's a Man City player. Romero triple captain is a tradition. I had a dream he got a hat-trick against West Ham once. Aye, go for it, mate. You never know. You could be like some sidekick fella. You never know. Make sure you double tap on the screen, fellas, on TikTok here. Let's see if we can get 10k likes. How much would you keep in the bank for wildcard? Depends on your strategy after your wildcard, I would say. Matty says, Smugs lad, Sanchez or Kelleher. Surely Sanchez keeps his place even though he's been bad, is my kind of viewpoint. So we would say Sanchez, but could Jorgensen come in? I don't know. Kelleher's fixtures have turned pretty bad, so I'd probably say Sanchez, but there is a caution there. When would you play wild cards? I mean, any point from now till like 33, I would say. The window really depends on your team. Do you like Aston Villa? All right. I'm not massive on Aston Villa. I'm sorry, I'm just dissing on you. I'm not dissing your team, but like I'm not too bothered about Villa, to be honest. Yeah, George was moving crazy with that one, Connor. FB says Thiago or Mateta, Thiago. Sanchez or Roofs. Ooh, Roofs has got some difficult fixtures, but we are doing pretty well. I'd go Roofs. Roofs. Stark Cunha or Bowen. Bowen. On pens, isn't he? Although Piquet, it doesn't matter if Piquet's not there. Check messages. I can't check DMs right now. Apologies, dude. Appreciate your help. Having a nice rest of your day, says FB. Thank you very much, mate. DCL captain. I don't think I'll captain DCL. I'm afraid. I think he's a really great option. Probably one of the better options in the forward line. But do you like McGinn? Yes, I do. Actually, I really like McGinn. I do indeed. Wilson captain. Not for me this week. Ellen Road's a hard place to go. Thinking of Roos for 2 game weeks and swapping Sanchez when the fixtures are good fixtures won't start. Yeah, that could be a move, Daniel. That could be a move. Do you like Rodgers? Yes. Timber for Rodon? No. Reinders is confirmed playing. Where have you seen that? Because I have not seen that. If you can give me an article or a link, that would be appreciated. But until then, I don't believe that's going to be the case. Sell Semenyo for Rice. I would keep Semenyo with the idea that Wolves is coming next week and he could play. Why do you hate from Aston Villa? Who do you hate from Aston Villa? No one, I don't think. I don't think there's anyone I hate from Aston Villa. There's not a lot of people I hate in the Premier League. Just Newcastle players. Nico said, I still don't know who to buy, Wilson or Tavernier. I think Tavernier is better. for the money, but both of them are really great. Whoever you prefer, I would definitely just stick it on them. Play Tarkovsky or O'Reilly. Ooh. You probably go O'Reilly and just hope he plays. Mogs Gehi out for Mukele and Saliba in for Tarkovsky. Do you know what? They're decent moves, mate. LGN. They're decent moves, mate. Thiago or Voltemada? Thiago. By some distance. This week, though, Thiago. This week, though, Voltemada probably with the fixture. But Thiago's just ridiculous. Daniel says Cash or Chalobah. I like the idea of Chalobah more than Chalobah himself because of the fact that Chelsea are looking in the transfer market to get a centre-back this window. Does that affect Chalobah's minutes or someone else's minutes is set to be seen. Chalobah does feel decent. Appreciate the heart me, Agent View. Appreciate it. If you've got a question, drop it in the chat, bro. When does the deadline end? 11 a.m, bro. 11 a.m. So make sure your team's all set up. Otis says he's managed to sneak 4 City players in. Nice. Nice. How do you feel about Wissa? Wissa's alright, but not for FPL. How many centre-backs do Chelsea need? 1. They're looking for 1. Are you able to rate people's teams? Sadly, not on deadline streams, but I do team rating live streams occasionally on YouTube and stuff. Make sure you double tap on the screen, guys, if you're on TikTok. Let's see if we can get 10k likes. Cherky start. I think he starts, yes, but on the right-hand side. Foden centrally, and then Semenyo on the left. Is Nathan Collins from Brentford a good differential? Yes, but I would be cautious that the fixtures turn very soon, bro. Have a look at the fixture list and you'll see, like, from 24 to 27, it's not great. Was it 24 to 25, 26? Yeah, but 24 to 26 is a terrible fixture run. For a defender, anyway. Creeper Jr. or Voltemada? I'll probably say Creeper Jr. I feel like his minutes are better. I feel like Thiago will score. His form is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Timber or Saliba? Probably Timber. Probably Timber. Enzo? Enzo's good. Yeah, Enzo's really good. Enzo's a really good option. Frimpong. Frimpong's an interesting one, but I don't know. I think I'd stay away. Are you confident in Haaland triple captain again? He's not my triple captain this week, but probably in a double game week it will be Haaland. We'll see how it goes, though, because he might not get like a really good double. It might be an Arsenal player. It might be a Gabriel. Ooh. Bro, get Haaland off. He's hella tired. Mate, he eats like steak and drinks raw milk. He'll be sound. Foden hasn't been performing lately. In terms of FPL points, no. Sell him if you dare. Great fixture for him this week against United. Great fixture next week against Wolves. I don't see a reason to sell, apart from the fact people are frustrated from him. That's just my opinion on it, though. Lucas says thoughts on Bruno G, triple captain. Not a chance. Not a chance, Lucas. That's so risky in my eyes. Just because Newcastle are crap away from home. Yes, it's Wolves, but what about a double game week? Would you not rather captain someone else, or maybe even Bruno G in a double game week? For me, that's how I'd play things. Do I captain Haaland or Ekitike this week? Haaland if you want the best captain, the safest option. Ekitike if you want a differential option that could match or outscore Haaland. Jerky start? I think so. Solid teammate, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Normally people come into my stream and just say, oh my god, your team's terrible. But this week it's been opposite. Maybe that's because I've got Gabriel instead of Saliba now. Who knows? Start Palmer or Cherky? I would start probably Palmer. For Cherky, I don't know. I feel like I said Cherky before, so I'll probably stick with Cherky. But I feel like Palmer could get good minutes. It's just tough to call. Bob Carros says Thiago and DCL or Krupi and Ekatike on a wild card. Also Rogers or Bruno G, Wilson or Tavernier all on a wild card. For me, Thiago and DCL is a superior partnership with Haaland. Rogers or Bruno G. Bruno G comes into a bad fixture run. Rogers, I'd probably go for. Maybe Rice if he can stretch up. Wilson or Tavernier. Wilson's okay. He's been doing amazing. But I feel like Tavernier's coming up here on the next 10 game weeks. He's going to have a really, really great set of fixtures. Pens, 5.5 feels so cheap. But Wilson, if you want to make a bit more of a reliable, higher ownership player. Welbeck up front or Wilson mid. I would probably lean towards Wilson in the midfield. James Moody. Oh, where's James's question? Hold on, I have to scroll past it, James. Sharp Mukele or Van de Ven over Anderson? Probably Mukele, with it being at home. If you think we'll concede though, it would probably. To be fair, Mukele, James, he does have good defensive contributions as well, so I'd probably go Mukele anyway. And that's not me just saying it as like a Sunderland fan as well, mate. Do you know what I mean? The data agrees with me. Harvey Barnes. Oh, it's an equaliser. If his minutes were like outstanding, yeah, but they're just not. Tavernier or Xhaka? Tavernier. James says got DCL in the team and he's going to net, so probably don't want Anderson today. Yeah, I just feel like Anderson will concede within the game. I think it's a hard fixture for Fulham, in all honesty. Ever since the Leeds have kind of changed to that less winger-oriented press, it's like it's actually been quite good. The results tell you as well. Start Michele O'Reilly. I'd probably go Michele with the home. Yasser says going to get Gabriel next week for Van Dijk because Van Dijk has Burnley now. Going to do Rice for Cunha now. Oh yeah, I get that. Getting the last bit of good fixtures out, Virgil van Dijk. He's been an absolute bum. Like he's been an absolute bum for his price tag for me. I'll probably join you after this week or the next week. We'll see. I don't know if I want to play him against Bournemouth away next week, so I'll probably sell him then. Similar to you, mate. Similar to you. Would you start Enzo, Bruno Fernandes, or Semenyo, or Thiago? I would start all four of them. Why do you have to bench all of them? That's difficult. If I had to pick, I'd definitely play Thiago. I wouldn't definitely play it. It'd be between Enzo and Bruno Fernandes. I'd probably go Enzo and just hope that Bruno doesn't pop off. To be fair, we'll go Bruno and Thiago there. There we go. Decision made. Palace are cooked. Mateta wants out. Glasner gone at the end of the season. Gahey gone now. Surely Munoz needs too. He's miles too good. Wharton too. Yeah, I feel like no Sunderland players is criminal. I know it is, especially the fact I'm a Sunderland fan. Hopefully I can get Alderete or Michele in soon, Adam. Apologise for letting the side down. But yes, kind of coming back to Palace there. For me, summer is when a lot of the moves will be had, and that will really test Palace, the higher ups at Palace, to whether they can actually maintain themselves in the Premier League. Adam says, how are you, man? I know it's terrible. I don't have any of them, but I almost got Enzo the other week. But I didn't end up doing it because I would have just like benched him in like a few of these games, like the harder games coming up. But I don't know. It'll be a Sunderland defender because we're absolutely insane in the back. Van de Ven captain thoughts? No. I don't like it, Tobias. I'll be really honest with you. If you think there's something I'm missing there, go for it. But I can't see it, man. Is Ekatike going to start? I think so. It'll either be him or Gakpo up front, but for me, it'll be Ekatike. Madueke, is that Madueke or Van de Ven? Probably Van de Ven. I can't see Madueke starting. These next three games we've got coming up, you can get you can get points from us. Yeah, to be fair, I think next. To be fair, I could have made a move this week, but I got Gabriel instead and sold Saliba. But yeah, Adam, I completely agree with the fixtures we've got. Palace are finished, says Lucas. Your thoughts on Collins, Chow, Gabriel, and Michele at the back? Four at the back, I think's pretty good. Yeah, Collins could be changed. To be fair, if you got someone better on the bench. Tavernier has been blanking. He has, but he's now on pens, set pieces, playing more advanced, playing more minutes. 5.5, great fixtures. I love Tavernier. I think he's a great option, guys. I'll be honest with you. I know he's been blanking a bit. Foden's been blanking a bit. Everyone's selling him. I just think there's a turning point here that's coming up in FPL. Bournemouth, better fixtures. Bit more reliance on these players that have been at Bournemouth for a while. I think they'll be great. Selbone for DCL or Thiago? Ooh, probably DCL, but Thiago's great. Sobasai is shocking. He plays like a DM if you watch Liverpool. Yes, so does Bruno Fernandes. But Bruno Fernandes is one of the best midfielders in the entire game if you look at the points total. So it really depends on FPL points instead of sort of real life position. Sometimes it doesn't translate well. Like, for example, Caicedo, everyone had him a few weeks ago. Now he's not as great as an FPL asset and he plays DM, but the likes of Bruno Fernandes, who played DM for the majority of the start of the season, was probably one of the best midfielders in the game. It's hard to translate it over, you know? But I feel like Sobasai on pens is really wise there. Muzamil sending the TikTok gift. Thank you very much, Muzamil. If you've got a question, drop it down. Andrew Ginge 13. Angry Ginge, Turkey captain. Not for me, Angry Ginge. Also, Ginge, I thought you were a Manchester United fan. Muzamil says Thiago or Wilson. Thiago for me, Muzamil this week. Orange Apple says, right, back with breakfast. Any guesses? You probably got like oatmeal or something. Oatmeal. You're a healthy guy, though. You're a healthy guy, aren't you? Joachim Anderson on my bench. Play him or bench either Senesi, Chalobah, or Cherky. Ooh. I'd probably leave him on the bench there. You could say Cherky, but I think he starts. Start Anderson or Rodon or Mateus Nunez. Probably Rodon. Joshua is in the chat. Hey guys, how we doing? Everyone ready to have another miserable FPL week? I know I am. Joshua, man, you're fine. Joshua, put your team in the chat. I want to see what it is because I haven't looked at it this week. I normally look at everyone's team. But who have you got, mate? Who have you got? When's the deadline? In an hour and 13 minutes, Elliot. Hour and 13. Hour and 13. So it's at 11. Yeah, Akram, I would probably keep Joachim Anderson on the bench unless you want to bench Cherky. Yeah, what'd you have, Orange Apple, by the way? Foden or no Foden? Foden. Muzamil says, any defenders from -4? Probably only Gabriel this week is what I would do. Tavernier or Wilson? I would say Tavernier longer term. Eggs on toast, got to keep the yolk undercooked, though. Oh, you mean like a runny yolk? Nice. I do like that type of breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast, though, bro. Makes me, like, ill. I had a coffee or a tea. Why would you choose Enzo? Because he's a brilliant player to pick. Literally just woke up and jumped straight on. I'll send it in now. Joshua, you're a legend, mate. I'm intrigued to see what it's like this week, bro. I'm captain of Saka. What do you think? I think Saka's minutes, especially this week, doesn't feel amazing. I feel like he could be having an early sub, especially with Inter midweek. I think it's Inter midweek, isn't it? Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat, but I'm sure Arsenal play Inter midweek. There's only one Enzo, and his name is Lefay. Adam, you know the score. Adam's an absolute legend. Watkins or just remove him. Play him this week. Muzamil says Tottenham defender. No, not for me, Muzamil. They're just not great. Where can I check for City leaks? Mainly on X and look for sort of I've forgotten the name of my account that's quite reliable. It might be FPL main road, but he is brilliant for it. Televi says, what about Ekatike? Should I captain him or a Newcastle player? Captain Ekatike over a Newcastle player. And I'm not just saying that as a Sunderland fan. I just think Newcastle away from home are a bit pants. Ekatike's got a great fixture at home, so it just feels a bit better. Rice captain, says Muzamil. Would I do Rice captain this week? I don't think I would. Voltemada or Krupa Jr. This week, Voltemada. Maybe longer term Krupa Jr. with Wissa coming in here and there. Orange apple, that's just wrong. There is one Enzo, and it's Enzo Lafay. Dalby says, why did you bench Anderson? I think he concedes this week. We'll go in elsewhere in the team. If he doesn't and he gets a clean sheet, at least I've got him on my bench if someone else doesn't play. Cunha and Gordon out for Enzo and Bruno Fernandes. That feels pretty good, Finn, actually. Manchester United going to win, are they? Really? I can't personally see it, bro. Mr. Mill says, looking captain other than Ekatike, Haaland, maybe Gabriel. I would say my order of captaincy this week is Haaland, Szoboszlai, because he has penalties, then Ekatike, but that's incredibly close. Then after that, I honestly don't know where I'd go. Maybe a Newcastle player like Gordon because he's on pens. What's your ranking? I'm 900k. So, not amazing, but I'm on a really nice run now of fixtures after a hard few weeks. We'll see how we get on, eh? You're not thinking Bruno G captain? No. I think he'll do well, but I think because he's not guaranteed pens with Gordon there, it maybe puts him down a little bit for the week, but he could still do really, really good. He could do really good. Mogs, are you happy with the community you got going on so far, or do you curse these streams every time they end? No, I love it, man. I love it. It's nice waking up on Saturday morning or like a Friday night, whenever the deadline is, and having the same faces turn up every stream and just getting to know people a little bit. It's nice. No, I really like streams. I really should stream a little bit more through the week, like team ratings and stuff, but it's hard to find the time at the moment. Any news about Palmer? I mean, there's no news particularly about him. It's only that he trained, I believe. When was the... I'm trying to think of when the press conference was. It might have been yesterday or the day before where he trained. I'll put my camera there. Let me have a look for you because this could be helpful. Still coming from Thursday. So he probably had the presser on Friday. So basically, Rosenior said on Cole Palmer and Reece James, both of them in training today. We need to access them after training, assess them, after training, and make sure they come through the protocols to come. They need to come through, but it will be great to have them back in the squad. At the moment, it looks like they could be, so they could be part of the squad. Triple captain Verts, no. If you think about triple captain this week, I would just point you in the direction of double and blank game weeks. Do you not think you're going to get more points from those weeks rather than a single game week? For me, that's definitely something to consider this week. But if you want to use it, you can absolutely use it, you know? Triple Arsenal defence, high risk, high reward, baby. Let's go. Do I play Enzo or Gravenberch this week? You'd probably go Gravenberch and just hope he gets an assist or a goal or something. Joshua says he's got Raya, Virgil van Dijk, Alderete, Vandenberg, Tarkovsky, Wilson Foden, Szoboszlai, Cunha, Ekatike, Haaland, Subs, Gehi, Stach, Isidore. That's from last week before getting the transfers. What's the best setup currently? I think Vandenberg isn't expected to be playing. Sepp Vandenberg has completed 90 minutes over the win of... to be fair, he might play. You know, Vandenberg could play. Vandenberg could play. What about Van Dijk, Tarkovsky, Wilson? Do you know what? Your team's not even that bad. I think it's sound. Gehi Gehi is probably going to be a City player very, 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 very soon. It's not even a bad team, Joshua. Captain Calvert-Lewin, says Finn. Nice. Miko says, should I captain Bruno Gomares? I would probably look at Haaland or Ekatike. Muzamil says, after 3 Red Arrows, 3 Red Arrow game weeks to 70 to 190k, looking differential for a boost. You're still in a great spot, though. So what I would be cautious of is going too differential, and that massively takes you down. It's tough, but I would maybe just be a bit safer. But if whoever you think's going to get the most points is what you should go for, regardless of the differential or not. For example, my Tavernier is 2.5% owned. I think he's going to be doing brilliant over the next 10 weeks. I don't really care that he's 2.4% owned, 2.5. Cherky starts? I think so. I think Cherky will start. Orange apple, that's terrible. O'Reilly or Collins this week? Probably O'Reilly, and just hope he starts. I feel like he could do pretty well attacking this week. Honestly, Vandenberg has not been the biggest waste of transfer. Has been the biggest waste of transfer. Sorry, I bought him in 5 weeks ago when he's 75% chance to play and hasn't played a single minute since. It is like that sometimes, so it is. And he says, "Is Watkins okay to have this week?" Yeah. Play Reinders? No, not this week. Your team's solid, but don't know about Thiago. Thiago's class, mate. Thiago's class. Pope or Raya to start? Ooh. Raya probably is the better one with clean sheet potential, but away from home, both of them, Pope. I feel like they both could be great options, Pope and Raya. Really could. Rodgers or Wilson? Ooh. Rodgers or Wilson? Maybe Wilson, you know. Maybe Wilson. Gahey was going to be transferred out, but now he's at City. Don't really mind keeping him. Obviously, won't play him this week, but going forward looks great. Yeah, you could just keep a hold of him. You could just keep a hold of him. Orange Connor, sort that out. I don't know. I don't think Timber will play. I think he will because Rice got not Rice. White got quite a lot of minutes the other day, didn't he? What Chelsea defenders do you propose? I propose Chalobah. Nah, it's probably Chalobah's the best defender for Chelsea at the moment, but they are looking for one. They are looking for one in the transfer market. I don't know if that'll impact Chalobah's minutes. Fofana, Tosin, Badiashile. It's tough. It is really tough with that decision. I would probably say Chalobah. Don't know if I should captain DCL or Rodgers. Probably DCL out of the two. DCL out of the two, and then go maybe consider Haaland as well. But if you want to go DCL, go DCL. Orange Apple, you had that unlocked there, I can't lie. I was just saying nothing to let you guys sort that out. Lucas says, Michele, Chow, Gabriel, and Collins on my back line. What should I change? Who else is on your bench, Lucas? Who else is on your bench, mate? Thinking of Semenyo for Foden, but Foden turns into prime Pele against Manchester United always. Always keep Foden. I wouldn't transfer in Semenyo this week anyway. Everyone's saying Haaland is a shit captain, but no one is following through. We'll see. I think, again, Haaland will be the most captain player. People should put the money where the mouth is if they're dissing on Haaland captain. You know what I mean? But, yeah, people aren't going to be doing it this week. Haaland will be the most captain player. Just happens all the time, every single week, but that's the way FPL is. Bro got pocketed by Ashley Cole. Like, Orange apple, you had him on toast, mate. City leaks, not yet. We've got an hour to go till the FPL deadline. To be fair, you could have an early leak, but I highly doubt it. Bro, I forgot about FPL. You got an hour for your team, though, so you're absolutely sound. You're absolutely sound. I can't see any City news at the moment. Goodmanson goal assist clean sheet this week, calling this. If you have Goodmanson, then play it, guys. James is calling it. Nice. He could do pretty well. Timber, Kelleher, Xhaka, and Bruno Fernandes on the bench. I would play Timber and Bruno Fernandes. I'd play both of those, actually. Even against City, I'd play Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, Bruno and Timber for me would start Lucas. Where else you go with your bench is difficult because you got a really good side as well, don't you? Anderson underrated pick? I think yes. But Buonanotte coming in at Leeds could reduce his minutes ever so slightly. So yeah. How many minutes do we have to the deadline? 60 minutes. Plus added time. Just transferred both Wirtz and Tavernier. Nice, Nico. Why no Ekitike? I sold him like 2 weeks ago because I thought you'd be injured. Did the move. Thiago has been amazing. Really happy with it. Ryan Rose says Thiago or Watkins. Probably Thiago for like 2 weeks and then Watkins after. Bro, I don't know who to change, though. I got a decent side. I know, Lucas, it's hard with your team because, like, you would love to play Bruno, really. You'd love to play, who else did I say? Timber as well, yeah. You'd love to play them both. Are you sticking with Haaland? Absolutely, Tom. Absolutely. There is no reason for me to go anywhere else. Yamar has a better beard than me. That's funny. Will Esteval start? Ooh, do I think Esteval start? That's actually a good point. I think it could be Garnacho Neto. Garnacho Neto. I'll stick to both, says Ryan. Or Thiago and Watkins. Yeah, I'd stick with both. If you're in a situation where you have both, I'd stick with them both, yeah. Let's get rid of all these. There we go. Will Cherky start? I think Cherky starts off the right. Jamie's put his team in. He's got Reeves, Hall, Chow, Nunez, Gordon, Foden, Sharda, Vert, vice captain, Haaland, and Watkins, and Igor Thiago. That's a really fun team, actually. That is a really fun team. Anderson in for Foden just for a game week? No. No. Foden is good this week. Don't sell him. He's good next week. Don't sell him. He's good the week after. Don't sell him. Who should I captain? Haaland, Ekatike, Barnes, Bruno G, Haaland. I know it's a boring answer, but he's the best captain this week. You could go differential with Ekatike, but I think that's where my differentials stop. Joshua says, my thoughts this week for transfers were Cunha and Isidore out, then Thiago and either Tavernier or Chelsea mid. I think Brentford's have 3 decent games, and then I'll probably wildcard in 3-4 weeks. That's not a bad sort of process, to be fair. We have a rough idea of double and blanks. Yes, it's probably going to be 20. I think it's 26. Arsenal could have a small double, and then beyond that, we're not too sure. But keep an eye, obviously, on this page because I'll update you straight away on double and blank game weeks. But it could be Arsenal coming up. Gandhi did say never back the early kickoff, though. Gandhi did say that. If you're scared of the Gandhi curse, don't do it, guys. I bench boosted with Vicario, Wilson, Collins, and Cash. Really? I don't know if that's a good bench boost, Jimmy, to be honest. Do you not reckon you'd have more points in a double game week? I think you could, you know. Fairs, welcome. Welcome to the Goon Squad. What? Okay. Brandon says Reese, Gabriel, Timber, Virgil van Dijk, Bruno G. Where's it gone? Semenyo, Rice, Wilson, Thiago, Haaland, Watkins. Haaland captain. Nice one. Ryan says Tarkovsky or Haven. Probably Tarkovsky this week. Aside from my back line, which I already said, Cherky, Bruno G, Haaland, Wilson in my midfield. You could. I would probably bench Cherky for Bruno Fernandes. Timber would come in at some point in the back line for Collins. I think I would maybe do that and bench Cherky. But Cherky, I do think starts. It depends who you think's better. I think Bruno with pens is more likely to get more points, especially with set pieces and corners as well. What do you think, though, Luca? But Tarkovsky is playing Villa, but Haven might not even start. And he also plays City. Do you know what I mean? I know he plays your team, Ryan, but still. Gandhi told me in 1953 that you should never goon to anyone. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. Cooked. Ryan, you are cooked with that decision. I can't lie. I don't think you can win either way. I don't think you can win either way with that. Kudos to Enzo. Yes. I have Palmer starting. Cunha is my first sub. Who should I transfer? You could go cheaper like I have this week. I went Cunha to Tavernier just to afford Gabriel, but really whichever midfielder you really think you need. Rice could be okay coming up. Enzo, if you have Enzo. Have you tried Footy GPT for advice? No. Sadly not Jake. I think advice is my advice is play your own game. Use data if you like data. If you don't. Eye test is okay. Just enjoy your game. I used analytical points of view for my team every single week. I enjoy that. You might not enjoy that, but you know, it is what it is. Bernardo Silva or Greenish? I don't even know if Silva plays this week. Will Silva even play, Ryan? It could go either way, really. It could, Lucas, with that decision. But I feel like Bruno Fernandes over Cherky is probably the way I'd go. With Collins as well, I would play Timber over Collins. Connor needs to use his eye test for his bird. Fake Ill says, will Haaland be available versus Wolves? It should be. Yeah, I don't see why not. We'll see what happens in terms of minute allocation and things like that. But Greenish will play against his former team. But Ryan, it is Villa. It's not exactly an easy game. Is Declan Rice a good captain? He's probably okay for captain, but nowhere near the level of Haaland, Ekatike in my eyes this week. We'll see how Forrest do, though. Forrest have been a bit weird. Could be a good captain, to be fair. Kroopy or Cherky this week, probably. Would I go? I'd say Kroopy. There. Were you out last night, Mogs? No, I wasn't. I was up late doing a few bits and bobs on my computer for stream, but that's about it, mate. That's about it. Enzo or Wilson? Enzo. Lewis, Hall or Miley to be in the starting 11? I'd probably go Lewis Hall. Hopefully he gets an attack and return for the owners, because I feel like he's deserved one, really. He's been really good recently. Semenyo worth putting in? I would wait on Semenyo till next week, personally. We'll see how his minutes are, because, yeah, they've signed him, but they easily could bench him 1 week. Like, he's not going to play for the rest of the season starting, is he? Surely not. We'll see, though. We'll see. Emmanuel has 5 City players. Yeah. I mean, you could, in theory, keep them for next week because it's a brilliant fixture, and then look to see what you're going to do, but I don't know, man. 5 City players feels like a lot. Orange Apple says, still a fan of Sunderland defensive value. Yes, in fact, it gets better now we have AFCON people back. So yeah, we should be better. Especially with Siddiqui back. Siddiqui's a legend, mate. Siddiqui's so good. O'Reilly versus Anderson this week. It would probably land on O'Reilly and hope for the attack and return and the fact he plays. Anderson feels okay, though, with the fixture. Haaland or Watkins, captain? Haaland. Will Palmer play? It's a flip of the coin for me because he only trained yesterday. I think he could be in the squad but not starting, but if you have him, I would start him. Kean says, Rodgers or Watkins, captain? You probably go Watkins there. Orange Apple Sellers Alderete still due to start every game? Yes. Him and Mukele will start every game. Ballard could, but with Ballard, you have to kind of measure his minutes a little bit more because he's had a few injuries. Jack's in chat. How we doing, Jack? How you doing, lad? Sam says start Bowen or Thiago. Thiago. I'm just trying to think of Bowen and how good Spurs are going to be there, but Thiago is the guy. Yeah, how you doing, Jack? You doing good, mate? Julie Aronson for Tavernier. What? Aronson, the problem with Aronson, look, guys, when or not it's just been signed on loan, for me, Aronson could easily get benched at some point, play a different position that's not as favourable. He's been good recently, but suddenly he's not an amazing option. I think he's okay. Tavernier is also brilliant for 10 weeks. The fixtures are great for 10 weeks. Who would you bench? Bruno Fernandes, Enzo or Semenyo? None, if I could pick. Is there anyone else you could bench potentially? No, Ryan. No, Rodgers gets more points. In theory, yeah, because he's a midfielder. Then compared to Watkins. Guimaraes or Haaland captain? Haaland's best Cunha replacements. Rice, Enzo, Tavernier. Wilson's okay. I would say there's a few other options I'm missing here. Verts could be okay. Yeah, there's a few options that are floating about that are pretty decent at the moment. What's your thoughts on Lacroix? No one talks about him. I think with Palace losing Mark Gahey, I'll probably stay away from Palace defence unless it's Munoz when he's back. How many points did he get last week? 61? Something like that. So it was last week was a while ago. Just because we haven't had a Premier League fixture in a while. Captain Haaland at Ekitike. Haaland for me. Will Gahey be able to play? He's not going to be a part of the squad, mate. I've got Frimpong. Nice. Morning, Mugs. Morning, Josh. How you doing? San says Enzo's not in the squad for Brizio. Yeah, nice one, mate. I've got Frimpong. Is that good? I don't see it that bad this week, but maybe after isn't good. Leo says if you ain't captain in DCL, then you're silly. I don't know. It feels like a good fixture. May have played my wild card, says Jack. Ooh, Jack, what's it saying, man? What's it saying? Let's see it. Jerky to start. I think he could start on the right-hand side, yeah. I think he could. Semenyo probably on the left-hand side. Doku benched. Foden central. Amongst possibly like a Rodri and a Silva. We'll see how he sets up, though. I think he'll be putting emphasis on the wings today. Take Tavernier take Tavernier out and put Lefay on. I think Tavernier is better for longer term, but Enzo Lefay is one of my favourite Sunderland players, so I can understand. I'm going to captain Ekitike to chase rank. Nice. Start Senesi or O'Reilly. Senesi. Who to captain? Haaland, Ekatike, Soboslai, Wirtz, Bruno G's okay. Calvert-Lewin could be okay. Rice maybe, but I don't like Rice that much. Probably Gabriel if anyone, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough with captain this week, guys. I think if you go in differential, there's too many options. I would stick with Haaland. Thoughts on Captain Van Dijk? No, not for me. Josh, I saw you outed my Tavernier pick on that TikTok video. Well, I've picked him as well, though. People will be late on Tavernier, I think. Jack's wildcard team is Sanchez, Dubravka, Gabriel, Timber, Munoz, Mukele, Rodon, Fernandez, Rice, Enzo, Rogers, Bruno G, Ekatike, Haaland, Mane. Ooh. That's actually a pretty nice team, to be fair. No Thiago and DCLs is interesting on wildcards. Because Ekatike does have that Burnley fixture. Do you know what, Jack? I don't mind it. Dom says, do I play O'Reilly or Cash? I'd go Cash. Leaks are out. Foden, Semenyo, Andoku, Stark, and Jerky benched. Is he? I don't think I've seen leaks for a few minutes, so we'll have a look. Kios, we'll have a look. J Long says, who to start out? Timber, Tarkowski, Lewis Potter, and O'Reilly. Should I make a transfer? Definitely Timber. O'Reilly's okay. Tarkowski, Lewis Potter. I'll probably go Tarkowski next. Yeah, I can't see any team leaks or anything so far. We're way too early for that, in my opinion. Let's check my main account here. Yeah, nothing. No leaks, guys. Mark, you out for Croupy? Yeah, could be good, but just be cautious on Bournemouth signing a winger or a striker coming up, because they have been looking. With most people, Captain Ekatike and Haaland, who got a better chance. I think Haaland's really great. If you chase some rank, you could go for Ekatike. That would be fine for me. Same front three. It's the best front three, mate. I'm Captain Ekatike. Main reason I have him, and I'm back in Liverpool. I like that. I like that. To be fair, Jack, this week Ekatike is not a bad shout at all for captain. Haaland is the one for me, though. Haaland is more secure. Haaland is the safer and more secure option, yeah. Had a job of stream for 10 minutes. Are you set with your team as it is now? Or you're not sure about some? No, my team's set. My team is... I'm happy to just save it now. In fact, it is saved now, I think. I'll check. Do you... Oh, that's gone. Do I have 4 City players? I'll take them out. I just leave it for now. Especially if it's Semenyo or Gay. Just keep it. Yeah, my team's saved. I don't want to back the early kickoff, I can't lie. I think it's fine. Just because, you know, Gandhi and that whole thing. I mean, yeah, it's cursed or whatever, but no Ekatike Bros cooks. Yeah, I've had Thiago instead for the past 2 weeks, and you could say it's been better. Mugs, you never bought the Ekatike hype. I had Ekatike at some point. He wasn't very good. Transferred him out. Thiago scored 12 and 17 pointers. I'm happy with it. Ekatike is going to have to do a pretty good job today to catch up to Thiago. I think Thiago could do okay as well. What sources do you have for news? Certain accounts that have like insights into particularly Man City on X. I've had them for a few years now. They've been pretty good. But leaks at the moment have been pretty far and few between. I think that's just with the Premier League in general. It, of course, is still early, though. 41 minutes to go. FPL Main Road is normally very good for City leaks. FPL Main Road, as in their old stadium. Pardon me. Haaland or Ekitike, captain Haaland. Ekitike if you want to chase rank and you think he could match or do better than Haaland. I don't think Foden starts today, Mogs. I think that is wild to say. I think he definitely starts today. If there's a Man City midfielder I could put £1 million on starting today, it would be Foden. We know he does excellent against Manchester United. Pep knows that. They've joked about it in an interview with Haaland and Foden scoring most of the goals in the last few fixtures. For me, Foden absolutely starts. What it comes down to in terms of minutes, share and stuff, I think Doku's in trouble. I think Cherky's in trouble. Also Semenyo within that conversation because of the fact he's super new, but he's really, really great. Hit the ground running. Should I transfer in Tavernier or Enzo? For me, I'd probably look at Enzo and possibly get Tavernier in 2 weeks' time. Palmer injured. Palmer's not particularly injured. He only trained yesterday, so I'm not super into the fact that Palmer's ready to go ham in the Premier League right now. Maybe in 2 weeks' time with Haaland. 2 weeks' time for Palmer, sorry. Do you reckon I should transfer Van Dijk in for Tarkovsky? No, because Van Dijk only really has this week's fixture, then goes on a really bad run for a few weeks. How many points do you have? I have no idea. I'm 900k if that helps you. So not amazing. Was it just one sub this week? Cunha to Tavernier. I like the Tavernier move. I'm just not sure on both as a team. No, it was 2 moves for me this week. I did Saliba to Gabriel as well. I feel like he's the better Arsenal defender to have. In fact, he's the best FPL defender to have in the game, Gabriel. Typical Liverpool not to score 3 or 4 goals today. I think Haaland's a better shout. Yes, I agree. Fofana? No, I'd stay away. 900, why would you take advice from you? Yeah, why would you? Scroll away, mate. Captain Haaland or Voldemade? Haaland for me. Thiago in for Bowen? Yes, I would do that. Is Captain Voldemade against Wolves worth it, or just stick with Haaland? Haaland. Bench Tavernier or Wilson? Ooh. I think Tavernier's slightly higher on expected points because of the fact he has pens, but I wouldn't mind playing Wilson at all. Cherky on team poster, does that mean he starts? No. No, it doesn't mean he starts. Players put like pre-match graphics on all of the time for matches, and then they just don't start. Yeah, I wouldn't perhaps trust it as much. I think Cherky does start on the right-hand side, though, if you're going to ask me that question. Watkins or Haaland or Voltemade? Haaland. I'll keep looking for team news, guys, because it could come out soon if it does. I'm planning to get Enzo in next week. Do I get him in and start or roll and start Cherky? I'd get Enzo in. Cherky starting, I think he starts on the right-hand side, but hopefully we'll find some leaks out soon. Wemzak says, should I captain Haaland or switch because he's blanked 5 times? Didn't blank last week. Haaland, yeah. Is Mukele a good cover for Munoz while I wait for him to be fit? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is Gabriel still worth it at 6.8? Yes. Barnes captain, not for me. Too risky with minutes. Joshua says, so you reckon this week Enzo is better than Tavernier for the next couple of weeks? For the next couple of weeks, I would say. For the next 6 weeks, I think Enzo could outscore Tavernier. But Tavernier, that cheap sort of enabler at 5.5 feels really, really good. Captain Bruno G or Haaland? Haaland. Is Frimpong starting? We don't know yet, but I think he could. I don't know if we have any press conference information about it, but he should start on that right hand side, no? He should do. What game week should I bench boost? For me, I would hold it for a double or a blank. Well, double game week, really. Gabriel, captain. I'm desperate for 100 points behind in my mini league. I would still go Haaland. I think he'll score more. Mate, Semenyo, yes or no? Yes. Yes, I think he'll be on the left-hand side today. He's been doing pretty good as well. Semenyo to Rice for free? No. No. Gabriel is at 6.8. Thought I'd be able to change Virgil van Dijk for Gabriel next week, but guess not at that price. Damn. Yeah, it's super. He's super expensive. Palmer injured. He's not injured. He only trained yesterday though, so there's a bit caution with Palmer to be had still. Double Brighton defence or start O'Reilly. I wouldn't have double Brighton defence. I'd have one singular Brighton defender. Bournemouth score goals. They've not been doing amazing though, so I'd look at someone else, potentially O'Reilly if you have him, like you said there. Haaland or Ekitike captain. Same question I've been asked a lot today. The answer's still Haaland, but Ekitike would be a very close second if you want a differential. Today, Cherky hat-trick. Do you reckon he starts? I think he does. I don't know if he'll score a hat-trick, though. Is Foden starting, do you think? Yes, but it'll be more central. Whether that's good or bad, we'll see. What about Martinez's injury for Villa? 10k likes. Oh, wow. Thank you, everyone. 10k likes on TikTok. Appreciate that, guys. I don't... so Martinez will be assessed for this game week. Muzumo. Enzo over Foden? No. Start Palmer or Thiago? Thiago. Start Bruno F or Tavernier? Bruno Fernandes. Semenyo thoughts. Semenyo's okay. Keep him for now. We'll find out more from this game and more from the Wolves game, and then I would make your decision. Have 3.3 in the bank. Transfer Cunha out for someone. Only one free transfer. Bruno Fernandes. Josh put his team in chat. He's got Sanchez, Timber, Gabriel, Hall, Virgil van Dijk, Tavernier, Saka, Rogers, Haaland, Bowen, Watkins. That's a great team, mate. Bowen's a bit of a wild one, but he could do okay this week. How many points do you have? I don't know points, dude. To be honest, I don't look at like total points. I look at rank. So like 900k is my rank. So my points aren't that high. I've got a really good run of fixtures coming for my squad though, so I'm hoping to really push myself up. Oh, it's Van de Ven, is it? Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Josh. I just read that very quick because it went like that past the chat. Lucas says, should I start Cherky, Collins, Xhaka, or Mukiele? Ooh. If we get a leak that Cherky's definitely starting, I would play Cherky. I think he'll start anyway, personally, but his minutes might be reduced. I'd go Mukiele as a really great option. Can you please answer? There's 100 people in here asking questions. I'm so sorry if I'm missing it out. Foden will start, yes. I think he will. Semenyo or Haaland for captain of the day? Definitely Haaland. Why so many people bought in Thiago? I was looking to bench him this week. Really? Wow. Voltemade or Statch from Leeds? Voltemade. Are you going to sell Reinders? I mean, he just sits on my bench normally. Muzamel, thank you for the gift, man. Appreciate that, dude. You think Semenyo starts? Yes, on the left. I think he starts. Start Matheus Nunes or Anderson or Rodon. Have Wilson playing. I would go Rodon. Tottenham attack or midfield? Neither. What do you think about Vert's captain? Hard call that. Genuinely one of the worst FPL I've seen in my life. It could help if you could spell, mate. Good luck with that one. Do I start Cherky, Semenyo, or Sharda? Need the leaks so bad. I'll check again for the team leaks. I'll check again for you, mate. Hopefully something comes out. We'll see. I'll see if I can get something. I've seen a bit of a leak there, but it's not one of my regular sources, so I'll wait on that one. I'll wait on that one. But a leak could be coming soon for City, guys. We could have a City leak very, very soon. The fixtures for Tottenham are very good in the next 3 weeks. I just think Tottenham are terrible, Muzzamill, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, but I just don't think they're great. To be fair, if I get in Thiago and Tavernier, says Joshua, instead of Enzo this week, I can then afford Virgil van Dijk to Gabriel next week. Does that sound like a decent plan? Yeah, you could do that because then you could get Enzo when he has those 4 really good fixtures instead. What do you think, though? What do you think? Sorry for not being much in chat today. Been playing FIFA and have you on the background. Connor, do not worry at all, mate. Enjoy your FIFA. It's Team of the Year, isn't it? Have you got any Team of the Years yet, mate? Calvert-Lewin or Cherky? Who? Calvert-Lewin for me until we get the Cherky news. Hopefully we get some team leaks very soon for you guys. Semenyo starting, we don't know just yet, but I hope he does for you guys. I think he'd be off the left rather than the right. I think Cherky will be on the right and Foden more centrally, but hopefully I can get a leak soon for yous. I can't see anything just yet. I've heard rumours, but nothing concrete from a reliable source that I use often. Start Cunha or Bowen? Bowen. Should I wildcard? I don't know what your team looks like. How many minutes till the deadline? 29. Watkins or Thiago? Thiago. Watkins this particular week, though. Wilson or Tavernier? For me, longer term, it's Tavernier, but Wilson's a really great option as well. Some good fixtures for Wilson coming up. Score predictions for the derby. I think City will beat them like 3-1. Is this squad confirmed? My FPL team is confirmed, yes. This is my final FPL team for this game week. Gravenberch over Gordon this week? No. Do you think Sunderland get a clean sheet against Palace? They absolutely could do. We were brilliant at home. We've got some really important players back. I think we could get a clean sheet today. Or is it tomorrow we play? I think it's today. Yeah, I was thinking that, and Joshua says, I was thinking that Enzo has this run for 4 games. That's great. Also, is Thiago a good pick? Thiago is a good pick, but like the fixtures after the 2 weeks that are coming up are a bit harder. But still, like longer term, Thiago's an amazing option because the data is unbelievable. I'll have an 8.8. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Joshua. But Thiago feels great. Why no Sunderland players? Their home form is good. Their home form is fantastic. I'm a Sunderland fan, but I don't have Sunderland players. I'm sorry. I could be getting Michele Alderete soon. We'll see how we go. Yeah, we're really, really good at home. Good luck, Mr. Mogs. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it, Jack. Good luck with your rank as well, bro. You're absolutely smashing it, dude. Keep it up. I'll see you soon, mate. Bruno G or Soboslai. This week probably Soboslai with the home fixture, but Bruno G's pretty good. This week against Wolves. Tarkovsky and Gehi on my bench this week. Is that a mistake? No, it's not. And use on Cherky if he's starting. Honestly, nothing is coming up at the moment. I'll have another look. Yeah, nothing. We'll see. Well, I'm going to check a predicted lineup just to see what other people think. So I've checked a few of them now. 24 enhancement. No. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Cherky, oh no, it's Cunha or Foden. Are we expecting Foden to start? Absolutely. I sold Semenyo for Wilson and upgraded some other stuff with the extra catch. Was that a mistake? Depends what your upgrades were. Who else did you get? Cherky or Xhaka? This week I'd go Cherky. We'll see if he gets leaked that he's going to start though. We'll see. Reinders or Foden, says Sir Bob. This week it would be Foden by a distance. Start double Sunderland defence or double Brighton defence, one of each. For me, it'd be double Sunderland defence. I think Brighton concede easily this week. Famous last words. Nah, for me, Sunderland does so much better defensively than they are. So, yeah, we'll see. Cunha and Sesko benched, apparently. Really? Really? That is interesting. Let's talk FPL seen a leak. Let me have a look, see what Andy said. Has he said it on stream, Jack? He has, hasn't he? Yeah, I don't know, mate. We'll see if something comes out. Cherky or Foden this week? Foden, more likely to start. Triple captain Haaland, trust me. No, not this week. Double game week. Please, please start Cherky over Cunha. Yeah, Cherky over Cunha, I'd do. We'll see. We'll see if we get some team leaks though, guys. This could be massive for a lot of you. Should I play Thiago or Cherky? Thiago would probably be for me. Are you confident with Haaland as captain with his current form? Yes. Gumares or Haaland captain? Haaland. Pardon me. I took Cherky out for Bruno G. He looked like more of a rotation with Semenyo being back. Yes, that is completely the right decision there. But Bruno G, I'm not too keen on coming up. Rooter, my brother. Rooter, do you reckon? This week. To be fair, there probably will be a lot of goals in that game. I really think Enzo Lefebvre is too cheap for 4.9 for a penalty taker. I agree. Also, he plays a lot of minutes for us. He's so important for Sunderland. I sold Semenyo to get Rodgers in for Cunha and Wilson in for Semenyo. That's not too bad of a transfer suggestion there. I maybe would have kept a hold of him, but you've improved your squad, so you can be pretty happy with it. No Wilson, no. Start Mukele, Cash, Wilson, or Aronson. I feel like if you got Aronson, you could play him this week. Because I don't think Buonanotte is going to start straight away. Mukele feels really good to start. I'd go... My order there would be Mukele... Mukele, Wilson, Aronson, Cash. It's super close between them all, though. Mate, you reckon Tavernier does good against Brighton? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a brilliant option for the next 10 weeks. He's only 5.5, that's why I'm getting him in now. Bruno G is like top 5 in the most points of FPL. I don't think the low XG and XA will stop him. I think it's the fixtures, personally. I think it's the fixtures. I'm a more analytical manager. I look at fixtures. I look at data. That's just how I play, but Bruno G has been absolutely fantastic. 31 points scored in the last 3 weeks. That's insane. Same here, trying to do something so got you on the background at the moment. No worries, Orange Man. No worries. Do not worry about it at all. Appreciate you watching still, man. Should I bench Cunha for Bowen? Ooh. Do you know what? I would consider it. But I feel as though Cunha's probably slightly better with Bruno Fernandes definitely being back. Lucas says, should I spend 4 points on getting in Tavernier and selling Xhaka? No, I would just play... If you're playing Xhaka, I'd start him anyway because it's a home fixture. He should do pretty good. Let's have a little look to see if we got any more leaks. We've got 21 minutes to go to the FPL deadline, guys. 21 minutes to go. You think Cherky starts? I think he starts off the right-hand side, guys. Yes. For me, it would be Semenyo, Foden, Cherky, Haaland as that sort of what you could call a 4 up the top, but it's not really a 4, is it? They push with like 5 or 6 at times. Would you go Voltemada, Acuna? No, I'd start Voltemada. If that's what you mean. Apologies if that's not what you meant there. Palmer or Alderete? If you've got Palmer, play him. Alderete is fantastic this, though. Heard a room that Cunha is out, but I don't know how legit that is. Yeah, Jack mentioned it just before. I'm hopefully trying to find out for your Orange Apple right now. I'm frantically looking around for leaks, but nothing yet coming up. FPL Tom's in chat. Hello, bro. How you doing, man, Tom? Tom, do you know anything about team leaks? A few people are saying about Cunha being benched, Cherky being benched. You know anything, bro? I can't see anything right now. Tavernier or Fernandez, says Ascento. Fernandez is the guy. Want me to send you the United team? Are you a reliable source? Random man on TikTok? Yeah, but put it in chat though. What do you think it could be? What do you think it could be? Let me know, man. I've got Bowen, DCL, and Palmer all starting in Foden bench. Don't really trust him. Should I start him still? Absolutely start Foden. I would 100% start Foden this week. I've heard Cunha's bench. Not sure how true it is or reliable source it is. Yeah, I've heard it 3 times from different people now on YouTube stream. I can't see anything or where it's come from. One of my viewers, Jack, says it's come from Let's Talk FPL, so maybe it's been privately messaged, but we'll have to wait and see. I've sold Cunha this week anyway, so I'm pretty happy that that's the case. Calvert-Lewin or Wilson, says Patrick. Calvert-Lewin for me this week. Wilson Manuel start. I believe he starts on that left-hand side, yes, but there is caution with that decision. Could Doku be there? Hang on, someone put in my Discord. I'll get the source for you. Yes, lad, appreciate it. I'll read it out for everyone once we get the source. I don't know what it is. I can't see it. It'll be floating around somewhere, Tom. It'll be floating around somewhere. What rank are you at the moment? 900k. So I'm not doing amazing, dude. We've got a really good stretch of fixtures for my team, though, so I'm hoping we can come up. I appreciate that, Tom. You're a legend, man. Let's see if I can copy that. Copy it. Yeah. Right. FPL Tom's been an absolute legend, and I think he's found the source where the team leak has come from. Let's see if we can find it. So this is for anyone. Let's see. Where's it at? Carrigan. I can't quite see it there. Let's keep looking. I'll keep looking out for the team leaks. Thank you, Tom, for sending that, man. Let's keep having a look. Do you think Mbeumo will play? He's back, isn't he? And Mbeumo is back. I think he could start. I think he could. I don't know if Ahmad will come straight back in because the system's probably going to change to a 4 at the back. We'll see how Carrick sets up, though. We'll see how he sets up. Sell Foden for Mbeumo next week. No, I would not do that. I don't quite understand everyone selling Foden. I get the point of view where he's blanked a few times and people aren't quite happy. Great fixtures in the next 3. United, fantastic record. Wolves at home, brilliant fixture. Then he comes into Spurs. I don't know. I think he's a keep for me. Starting Foden over Bowen DCL. Personally, if you start Foden, it would be over Bowen, I think. I agree. Got Cunha now, sell or keep. I've sold this week. Some people have mentioned that he could be benched actually this week as well. I can't quite see the leak though. I can't see it yet. Here we go. Found it. A Manchester team has leaked. Layman's, Dallo, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Menu, Ahmad, Fernandez, Dorgu, and Mbeumo. It is unclear if the leaked 11 is accurate or deliberately incorrect. In the past, some inaccurate Manchester United 11s have been leaked in order to unearth the source. The team's confirmed at 11:15. So we could see Cunha be benched this week, guys. You worried about the potential Ekitike haul today? Not particularly. I sold him a few weeks ago, and Thiago's been insane. So like, even if Ekatike does amazing, he won't reach the heights that Thiago has for me in the past 2 weeks. So like, that transfer I made has profited me anyway. But he will do really well this week. I know for a fact he will. He's such a good player, man. Decided to start Mane over Wilson this week. Connor, are you a Sunderland fan now? Are you joining my side of the place here? City team? No City team leaks at the moment. My nose is killing me. No City team leaks at the moment. No. Should I bench Cunha for Miley? Apparently, we don't know if this is true though, guys. Cunha could be benched this week. We don't know if it's true yet. Hold off on how it's going for now. Hold off on it. We'll see if we can get some full confirmation. There is some doubts about it though. There is some doubts about it. Um, it's tough. This is tough. Cunha's Yeah, Cunha could be benched. Nah, trust, bro. Ekatike scoring 4 goals. It still won't reach the heights of Thiago in the last 2 weeks, though. Would you start Greenlish or Krupi? I would start Krupi. Is Saliba going to start? Yes, he should start. Can chat help? Is Gehi going to start? No. Gehi is not playing against Sunderland. Glasner confirmed this in his press conference. Any team news? Still looking for you guys. Still looking. Apparently, Cunha could be benched for Ahmad, but again, we don't know if it's fully confirmed yet. I'm working out how to go for it and how to find it right now. The problem is the source I'm looking at isn't one of my normal sources, so I can't say if it's fully correct. He is a pretty large journalist who's reported this, though. Do you think Palmer starts? If you have Palmer, I would start him. Start Tarkovsky for or Anderson. Anderson. What about Foden bench? Foden will start today. Foden will start today. If I'm unsure about anyone in the City team, it's Doku, Semenyo, Cherky. That's the ones that I'm concerned about, but I don't have them. Sell Voltemada for Thiago. Voltemada has Wolves. Keep Voltemada this week. Palmer over Bruno G and Rogers? Probably not. Probably not. How does this look? Raya, Virgil van Dijk, Alderete, then Tarkovsky / Van der Ven. Wilson, Foden, Soboslai, Tav, Haaland, Ekatike, Thiago. Stach, Gehi, Tarkovsky / Van der Berg. Yeah, that's good. What's the decision between Tarkovsky and Van der Berg? What would you go for there, mate? Joshua. Kelleher or Roofs and goal? Can't decide. I'd go Roofs. I swear people who just follow the noise this year are in the best ranks. I've seen so many high ranks with Bruno G, as if bro is actually a good asset. No, he's been really good for the past 3 weeks. I just think the luck will run out. It's like Rice as well. I don't think he's a brilliant one. If Arsenal concede during the mud, yes, but they're not going to. Now we'll see. We'll see. Haaland captain or Ekatike. Haaland play it safe. Ekatike if you chase some rank. Neto or Foden. Foden is the one this week, guys. Foden feels great this week. And next week and the week after. I know he's blanked in the past few, but have faith, man. Have faith. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that leak alone, and we'll not say anything more about it, just in case it is a false leak. But it does seem like a reputable source, so we'll see how it goes. Um, yeah, City leaks are a bit hard to come by, but hopefully in the next 11 minutes I can get some City leaks for you guys. Make sure you double tap on the screen on TikTok. We're coming in 10 minutes to the deadline. Let's see if we can get 15k likes on the stream. Let's go. Verbruggen or Pickford? This week you probably go Pickford for save points. slightly higher chance for a clean sheet as well. Are you sure about Thiago? Thiago's class, mate. He's coming into a bit of a bad fixture run after these 2 weeks, but do with that information as you will. I think his data is unbelievable. You will live with the regret that leaving Harry Wilson out. Yeah, possibly this week, actually. He's got a great fixture. What are your top 3 captains for this game week? Haaland, Subasai, Ekitike, that type of vibe. 6.4 million for a defender. I have Gehi, Gabriel Mukiele. I would bench Gehi and start Vandenberg Bailey if you want to save a transfer. I think saving a transfer could be better for your team longer term, but if you want to make a move, do Gehi to like Timber or something like that. That could be decent. Why Sobasai? He's on pens. I've got to throw him in there because, it's a great fixture. He's on pens. That normally is a pretty good combo. But I think Ekitike is brilliant this week if you want differential. I think I might go Vandenberg. If he plays, then great. If not, Tarkovsky's first sub position, then that's sound or decent. Would you go the other way around? Vandenberg has Chelsea, Tarkovsky got Villa. I'll probably play Vandenberg this week. He played 90 minutes the other week, didn't he? Oh, the other day, sorry. It was just not too long ago. I think Vert has pens. No, I would not say so. I think in the order of pens, Vert is probably 3rd or 4th. Why Foden? Foden's class, mate. Foden's class. Great record against United. Wolves next week. Also got Spurs away a week after. They're brilliant fixtures, mate. Ekitike instead of Thiago and Bruno G downgrade. I would keep Thiago. I'd keep Thiago and Bruno G this week. They feel completely fine to keep. Sobosite 2. Sobosite 1 for penalty takers. Sobosite is a penalty taker in the absence of Salah. That just is a fact. Is that rumour that Cunha is bench out or out completely? The rumour is that he's benched. But honestly, nothing's coming up. Right, we've got one team leak. Right, Ekitike starts, we've been told. Ekitike definitely starts. Gakpo definitely starts, we've been told. That's from the FPL newsletter, Lazy FPL. They're very reliable on leaks. Nothing on Cunha yet, nothing on Cherky yet. I'm still looking for you guys. Captain Ekitike, yes, I would do that. I mean, you have put Sobosai 2 for best captains. Yes, because he's on pens. Honestly, Orange Apple right now, you would probably just play Miley and hope that the leak is true, but you could even sell, to be honest. What are you thinking about doing, mate? Let's work this out. I'll help you out. Bench 1. O'Reilly, Tarkovsky, Anderson. I would bench Tarkovsky this. Yeah, I'd bench Tarkovsky this week. Foden or cheap differential, or Kukurea and Bruno G. Foden cheap differential for me. Foden feels like a better option in the 2 weeks compared to Bruno G. Anderson to Bruno G and Bowen to DCL. I'd maybe not get Bruno G now, but if you want to, you can. I think that's not a bad set of moves. Subside Defo starts too. He does, yes. Minutes are brilliant, which is why he's second on my list. Honestly, it's difficult to call this team leak here. We've got a few different ones, but some of them are from bad sources in my eyes, so I'm not going to report them. For this fixture, should I bench Pickford or Raya? I would play Raya and bench Pickford. That's a lot of money in your goalkeepers, though, bro. Bowen or Foden? Foden, absolutely. Anderson to Bruno G, Bowen to DCL. I think I've answered that one just before. It doesn't seem like a bad set of moves. I personally wouldn't get Bruno G now. I think the boat has been missed. Bench Rice or Wilson? I would probably say Wilson because Rice just feels a bit better right now, but Wilson's got a pretty good fixture. It is just away from home at Ellen Road, and it's a hard place to go. Still nothing coming up for City team leaks here. We're keeping a look out. It's more so United that are getting reported on now with that full team leak, but it's mainly just the fact that Cunha's benched, but it's not from a source that I'm familiar with, guys. Start O'Reilly or Richards. For me, it would be Richards. Would it be Richards or O'Reilly? I think, to be fair, I think O'Reilly could definitely start. Yeah, I'd go O'Reilly, mate. Ellen Road is hard to go. Yeah, it is. It really is. Do I start Miley over Cunha? Lol. I think I would. I mean, you could even sell him this week. I've sold him because I just don't think in the next two fixtures he's going to be that good. But if you don't have a fixture, I'd bench him. Yomo, should I captain Haaland or Ekitike? Haaland if you want a safe and best caption in my eyes. Ekitike if you want a bit of a differential and a bit of a punt. I think Semenyo is a bit of a bad call for a transfer in this week, but if you've got him, I would keep him. Everyone's saying Semenyo's starting. I think he starts as well. I think he plays on the left. Nothing coming up for leaks just yet, guys, but we're close. We're 3 minutes away from the FPL deadline. Something could come out very, very soon. Something could come out very, very soon here. Miley or Richards? Miley. Will Palmer start? If you have him, I would play him. Foden or Wilson? Foden. Absolutely Foden. Is Mateus Nunes a good pick? Yes, he's okay. If you've got Foden and Wilson, though, bro, I will add to that. I would probably start both. I've done Miley. I've done it. Miley starts. Nice. Look, it's a hard call with that news that's come out because if it's false, you'll be devastated. But if it's true, you've kind of dodged a bullet there. I'm keeping a lookout though, so I'm keeping a lookout. My Foden captain says no. Foden captain is an interesting one. I think Haaland's the best option this week. Senesi question mark. Senesi's good. Senesi or Dogu. Senesi. Wilson or Bruno G. Probably Bruno G this week. Enzo or Palmer. Ooh, probably Enzo at the moment because he's definitely playing. Gonna get off Mogs. When will you next be live? For the next deadline, probably, but I'm gonna see if I can fit in a team rating live stream very soon next week. We'll see how we go though. Tavernier or Semenyo? Cheap option, it's Tavernier, but Semenyo feels okay to hold on to. Tav or Semenyo? It's another one where they're both different assets. Semenyo could turn into a great asset. If you've got him, I would keep a hold of him. Tavernier feels like a great buy right now. See you later, Josh. Enjoy the deadline, man. 1 minute to go till the FPL deadline. Let's keep looking for team leaks for you guys and answering your questions. Roofs or Pickford? Roofs. Van de Ven or Senesi? Senesi. Haaland at Ekitike. Differential Ekitike. Haaland captain is the best for me. Cherky or Chow? I'd go Chow. Unless we get a leak that Cherky starts, I'd go Chow there. That feels like a decent clean sheet potential. rumours on that being benched. No City leaks yet, and we've got a minute to go. What I would do, guys, if you're still deciding on who to bench, who to buy and sell, go save your team now. At least make sure your team is saved. We're coming into the last few seconds. Who should I transfer out this week? I've got both Bruno, Harry Wilson, Cherky, and Xhaka on the bench. I would look... Or both Brunos. I would look to play Bruno, both Brunos and Harry Wilson. You could maybe bench Cherky or Xhaka. We're looking at literally a few seconds to the FPL deadline, guys. Go save your teams. By the time you hear my reply to your question, you will not have time to change your team. Is Semenyo starting? I think he'll be on the left-hand side. Yes. Anderson defence or O'Reilly? I'd go O'Reilly. Hope he plays. I think there could be some attacking potential there. Is Semenyo starting? I think he could, yes. Thoughts on Calvert-Lewin and Thiago? They're brilliant assets. Bench one of these. C, I would bench most likely Raul. Foden or Gravenberch to start. It'd be Foden. And that is the FPL deadline, everyone. That is the deadline gone. That was chaotic towards the end with the leaks and stuff, but hopefully you guys have saved your teams and are happy this week. Virgil, no clean sheets. Yeah, you could easily concede. There've been times where they've been super shaky this season, but it's a good fixture for them at home. Orange Apple, I'm hitting wild card. Bro's not even seen 1 second of a game. That's crazy. Will Saka start? It's tough to say if he'll definitely start, but I think he'll be pretty good. I've hit wild card. How long do I have? 7 days? Something like that. Boom, team saved. Don't want to jinx it, but I like the look of my team this week. Totally just jinxed it, and Defo getting 35 points now. Let's go, dude. Harvey Barnes, captain, 30 points on. Let's go, dude. What a differential that is, eh? Will O'Reilly start? I think he'll start, and I think he could do pretty well this week. We'll see how it goes, though, because Ryan Nori is back. We'll see how it goes, though, man. Bro, I don't put triple captain. Yeah, don't put your triple captain this week. I think it's a waste. Had Bournemouth, Semenyo, and now have 4 City players. Let's go. Started Rashford. Nice. Imagine Rashford against this City team. He'd be really, really good. Quick, tell me what to do on wildcard. Sell your whole team. I have 6 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes and 24 seconds. You do, mate. Almost triple captain Bruno Guimaraes as a rogue pick. He's going to get like 30 points now. I feel as though you'll get more points from a triple captain on a double game week, bro. I think it's the right decision that you've left it. I think you do pretty well, though. Chelsea players unreliable now. I mean, Palmer's unreliable in terms of minutes, but I think they'll be really great in the coming weeks. I think getting in early is probably a pretty good move. I risked it and started Cherky. Nice. He needs a bit of revenge from when he was at Leon, doesn't he? Favorite game week 34, captain. I don't even need to check, and I'll just say Haaland, mate. Who plays in that week? I don't know. Oh, Orange, you're so funny, man. 34. Who's even got a good fixture in 34? Oh, it's City as well, yeah. They play Burnley away. What game week is a double game week? We think it could be game week 26, but it's yet to be like fully confirmed, if that makes sense. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, lad. Yes, lad. Couldn't this have popped up on my For You page 2 minutes earlier? Mate, if you were following, it probably would have popped up at 9 a.m. and you would have had loads of time. Just saying. Just saying. A triple captain Verts? Wow. That's a bold move. Very bold move. Does Cherky start? I think he could start today, yeah. We'll see very soon, though. We'll see very, very soon. Sheeple. I'm captaining Sadio Mane with Connor. He plays for Wolves now. Yeah, Sadio Mane plays for Wolves now, guys. I put Odegaard instead of Rice. Interesting. I captain Ekatike. I captain Haaland. Vice captain Guimaraes. Nice. My captain is Bruno G. Nice. Come on, Sadio. What moves did we make this week? We went Cunha and Saliba out. Do you know what? I'm happy to have Gabriel this week. I really am. I really am. Tavernier came in for me. Cunha left. Sorry, guys. I'm just putting a X post on here. Saliba was to Gabriel. Brilliant. Gabriella. That was 2 free transfers out of 3 free transfers. Took Hincapie out for Gabriel. Feels much nicer. Yeah, I took Saliba out for Gabriel this week. That 0.19 XGI is a game. It's going to be class in the against time Connor when he gets an assist. Orange Apple, I hope you remember that Connor picked Kevin many, many moons ago. So, yes. We'll take what Connor says with a pinch of salt, but he's doing pretty well this season. Easy game for Newcastle. It would be if they're not terrible. If they weren't a terrible away from home. I think it's a good game for them regardless. You know what I mean, bro? Starting with only 2 midfielders this week, 5 at the back, hoping for many clean sheets. Wow. Wow. That's a really bold strategy. Don't forget my Harvey Barnes shout. No, to be fair, your Harvey Barnes shout wasn't that awful because he did okay like in the weeks after, didn't he? I swear he did. This guy just finds the quirkiest names and chucks them in the team. Oh dear. Wait till he finds the name of our Sunderland's new winger. Side note, has anyone seen the new Messi Adidas boots? No, I haven't. Let's have a look. We'll have a look, lads. We're going to stay on until the City team leaks come out. New Messi. What are they called? Orange? Oh, wow. Okay. No, I found them. Them boots are crazy. They're crazy. Should I transfer in Palmer? We'll see if he plays this week, Lucas. We'll see. Joshua, those boots look crazy. Just wait until this guy signs up about Timothy Pembele. Pembele doesn't play for us anymore. He plays for Le Havre. I don't know if we got them from there. White Tavernier, penalties, got a good, great game weeks for the next 10 game weeks. I'm really happy to have Tavernier at 5.5. I think he'll outscore Bruno Guimaraes in 6 to 8 weeks compared to each other. I think he'll outscore him. That's my bold prediction. Is Gabriel a must-have? I don't think he's a must-have, but he's a very, very, very good defender. He's expensive, though, isn't he? Do you see the news? Haaland will get low minutes for his rest. I don't think he'll be rested in a derby fixture. Mugs loves a full kit on night out. I do, mate. You've got to have your shinnies on. You've got to have your shinnies on. Ousmane Pembele plays for Sunderland. Get him in your team, Connor. It's not Usman. It's Timothy. Timothy Pembele. That's his name. Who the hell is Usman? Captain Nekatike says Kieran. Let's go, Kieran, lad. Shin pads and socks on a night out. Mate, you've got to get the crunch and tackles in. You've got to let them know you're there. 2-footing all the birds in the club, key man. Foden either will score or assist, Semenyo will get a yellow. That's a bold prediction, Toxic Drip, but I'll take the Foden goal. I'll take that. What do you think of Gabriel captains? It's all right. It's all right. Usman Pimbele. Mate, Timothy Pembele played for Sunderland. He's the guy. Usman Pembele. It's Usman Dembele's cousin, isn't it? Message me after that happens. Shout me. We'll see, eh? Got to make your mark early at the bar, Mugs. Come on, you got to be touch tight all night. You know what I mean? I have 4 City players now. What happens? Nothing. Unless you transfer them out, you'll not be able to have 4 again. You've glitched the system, dude. Right, where's this City team news? Come on. Even though the deadline's passed, I want to see the crack. Everyone's buying Enzo and Tavernier. Stop. Why are you putting Foden? Because he's class for the next 3 weeks. And Buemo and Semenyo will both end up in a yellow. I can see that. Got to let your man know that you're there at the slots in Spoons Mugs, mate. That's a bit weird you said that because we were standing there the other day, me and my friends. Are you stalking me? Is it worth captaining Saka or Haaland over Haaland? The deadline has passed, but I would definitely go Haaland over Saka. Minutes for Saka this week could be down. What do you think of Aronson for Leeds? He's all right, but whether or not he has been signed. Once you have more than 3, the game forces your next transfer to be the 4th one, right? No, I don't think so. You can just keep them there. You just keep them there. Enzo, Foden, or Cherky. All 3 are pretty good. I prefer Enzo and Foden, though. Foden gets man-marked by the centre-back build in the club. Aye, all the birds I talk to can mark me in the corner, mate. Hoping Doku doesn't start, just sold him. Yeah, I think if anyone's going to be benched today, it will be Doku. I think Doku could be benched, and we'll see Semenyo on the left, Cherky on the right. We'll see how we go, though, eh? We'll see how we go. Foden benched? No way. Impossible. Impossible. But I feel 100-pointer coming on. I can feel it as well, mate. Haaland benched, can't see it. Foden benched, can't see it. We'll see how we go though. Let's see if they've leaked the team yet. No, they haven't. Captain Nekatike, is that the best captain? Yeah, I would say it's a pretty good captain this week. Why have I not made use of this information? I should have got Semenyo in. Oh, right, for the 4th City player. 100-pointer with Haaland captain, don't think so. I don't know, I think Haaland's pretty good, mate. It's the best goal scorer in the world. I think I'm going to have a shocker, says Lucas. No, Lucas, you'll be fine, man. I'm literally just sat here refreshing the Man City page. I mean, it's 3 minutes it comes out, isn't it? Bro failed to have a shot on target when they scored 10 goals last week. I think that's a bit of a different situation, though, playing Exeter. I put Bruno G as my captain. Nice one, Charlie. Hope it works out for you this week, mate. Newcastle are a bit dodgy away from home, but it is Wolves. I'm done. Pick Gallagher in goal. The deadline passed a few minutes ago, bro, but I hope that's for this week. Gallagher's okay, but he does play Chelsea this week. Do you think Wissa will start? No, I think Voltemada will start. I think it'll be Voltemada up top, which does take away minutes a little bit. Nah, on a real, Connor has actually started a Wolves player, mate. I don't know what he's doing, but Mane is a cheap one, so we'll see. So funny when you get people in chat saying stuff like, "Oh my God, Foden, Haaland, Silva bench." Like what? Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I can't see Haaland being benched. I can't see Foden being benched. To me, that does make sense. I want Calvert-Lewin captain. Thoughts? It's a home fixture for him. He should be all right this week. He's good anyway. I can see 3-2 Man United. Really? Wow. Is this a wildcard team? No. This is just my team. Vincent Kompany benched. Oh, Vincent Kompany's bench, guys. Everyone, Vincent Kompany has been benched. That's actually devastating. I can't believe that. I can see them coming off the bus here. Whoever decided to go Thiago before the start of the season was very lucky, lol. Yeah, to be fair. Aguero's injured. Oh, man. End up going Cunha and Gakpo. I think that's a really good transfer, to be honest. Right, we should have the City team now. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Cherky has been benched. So Cherky's benched. We've got Donnarumma, Rico Lewis, Kusanov, Maxilin, Ake, Rodri, Silva, Semenyo, Foden, Doku, and Haaland. That is a really interesting team. Let's see the United team. United. Lehmann, Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Dorgu, Ahmad, Casemiro, and Buemo Shaw Menu. It's right, Cunha was actually benched. The leak was correct. Pep is injured. Pep's injured. KDB's out. Sean Goat is starting. That's so funny. Sean Goat is starting, guys. Oh my god. I can't believe Doku's starting. Wow. Van Persie's starting. This Carrick knows nothing about football. Crouchy hat-trick today. I think he could. Fuming, I've got Cherky in my team. Unlucky, lad, unlucky. It's one of them where we really couldn't tell. I thought Cherky was going to start on that right-hand side. Who's the plug with the leak? The teams are out on official accounts now. There isn't confirmed lineups, right? There is. Donnarumma, Rico Lewis, Kusanov, Ailey, Ake, Rodri, Silva, Semenyo, Foden, Doku, Haaland. I swear the deadline was at 11:30. It's not letting me edit it. No, it's at 11. Last minute switch, Semenyo for Reinders. Nice. Big Meeks at right back. Got to overload that right-hand side. Yeah, it's interesting how Carrick has started himself this week. Yeah. That's really interesting. I didn't know that was allowed from a manager. Just sold Foden for Mbeumo. Oh my god. I'll not judge, bro, but that is a bit of a wild transfer. You said to bring Cherky in. I said if you had him, start him. Yes, I did. Lineups out. Our lineups are out. Rooney's on the bench. I'm surprised he's not starting. Has to make it all about him. Yeah, I can't believe that's really a possibility that Carrick can start. Just put Michael Carrick instead of Haaland. Yeah, it's interesting that. I don't know how Michael Carrick can play. Bella says, I'm ranked 2 at 100k and captain Soberslai. Bella, that's class. Big differential there. Yasif says, I have Donnarumma, Foden and Haaland in my team. Let's go, bro. Let's go. All of them starting. Carrick running a show in the 6. Watch the space. Michael Owen up top. Sir Alex managing. That's why Carrick is starting. There you go. Sir Alex is actually in charge today. He's come back. This reminds me of in 2014 when Giggs subbed himself on when there were 2-1 down to Swansea. I can't remember that. I can't lie. I can't remember that. Giggs, Moise, Fellaini. I was going to captain Verts, but saw how Burnley played, so my tactic should work with a TK captain. Let's go, dude. Mate, Sir Alex Ferguson's starting. What the hell? Sir Alex Ferguson's up front. Should have captain Sesko, mate. I don't have him. I don't have Sesko. Braden's back. All right, Braden, lad. Have you seen who's starting for United, Braden? Actually, is Sir Alex Ferguson managing? No, he's starting, mate. He's up front. I captain Dalot. Bloody hell. Diego Dalot. I can't even remember how to pronounce his name, Orange Apple, but I know exactly who you're talking about. Arsenal team news. No, not going to get Arsenal team news, I don't think. Way too early. I'd be surprised if we do. No United players? No. I sold my United players. Yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson's up front, mate. 47 bangers sending the 2 roses. Thank you very much, mate. Toxic Drip, are you a United fan by any chance? Yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson's going to score. Bottles just come in the chat and said, I am Indonesian. Let's go. Shout out Indonesia. Who do you support? I support Sunderland, mate. Steve McLaren on right wing for Cunha. Are you kidding me? Carrick is obviously biased. He is, mate. Dorgu Cam is mental. He'll be left wing, mate. Damn, I am, my bro. United. I could have told you ages ago. James captain Thierry Henry. No Sunderland players, sadly not, Aaron. I would have loved to have some of the lads in, but I can't just yet. I might get Alderete or Mukele soon. Maybe next week for Virgil to free up some money for the midfield. We'll see though. We'll see. Saka or Rice? Saka. I have Mukele and Enzo Lafee. Come on. Kusanov about to crunch Sir Alex in 1 minute and send him back into retirement. What country are you from? I'm from England, mate. User, I'm not going to read that one. Bruno G for captain. It's alright. Jerky not starting. I know, bro. I know. I was convinced he was going to start today. I thought he was going to be on the right-hand side. But Mateus Nunes apparently isn't in the squad at all. That's interesting. Why is he not in the squad? Get the AED ready for Sir Alex front post attempt during the first corner. What? I'm triple captain this week. Let's have it. Who have you triple captaining, bro? A nice profile picture, by the way. Little Yoda Lego figure there. Do 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 do. Haaland triple captain, nice dude. Do you not fancy a double game week like? Right, lads, I think we'll end stream there. Now the City team and the United team are out. What do you think about Gakpo captain? That's an interesting one. Right, folks, if you're on TikTok right now, go over to the YouTube link in the bio, subscribe. I'll see you next week for Game Week 23 for some new videos. Would appreciate a follow on this page to keep up to date with Double and Blank Game Weeks coming up. But good luck to everyone. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic FPL game week, folks. I will see you over on YouTube, on TikTok, guys. Make sure you go subscribe. See you guys later. And, of course, on YouTube. Absolute legends. Why has Pep started Pascal Chimbonda? What a legend. Right, lads. Best of luck. Love yous modes. See yous later. In a bit, lads. 8 new subs. Nice. Peak concurrent 11. That's good.